Hello YouTube, Sebastian here, and today we're going to be doing our introduction video on Tone 2's synthesizer Nemesis. Nemesis is an FM synthesizer. It has Neo FM, 9 other FM modes, and it also has a bunch of other synthesis. And this is all in 22 different modes. You got your browser with your presets. It tells you what's been used to make these presets right here. And you got your shop button if you want more sounds from their site or to visit their site. Just click this shop button. Your basic copy paste, your handbook, which is basically just the instruction manual, which I highly suggest you read before you go on adventures with Nemesis. Your arpeggiator, which is just amazing. It's a screen where you can actually edit your different arpeggiators. You have your chords right here, your different chord harmonies, and it's just great. You got your velocity is right here, similar to Ray Blaster, which is really nice. You got your octaves, your chords, your harmonics right here. Yeah, same with the gate. The gate is just amazing. And let's hear some of this, shall we? So I'm gonna initialize this and make my own little patch. And note that everything will have its own tutorial on it. I will work on tutorials, this being the intro to them. So we gotta. Sorry if that's loud. So we got a little key. So let's make this a gate key. Alright, so kind of make it random. So the cool thing is you could just throw your, and they give you a lot of different effects. You got your 6 reverbs, 3 being new. You got your delays, this being new and this being new. You got your, just a ton of different things that I've never seen in Tone 2 synth before. You got your, you can have it serial or parallel in routing, and these are just ducking and panning and stereo things. So we're going to have it in parallel. We're going to throw no, not the cheap, but the feedback, which is pretty cool. And we want a little bit more feedback, and we want a little bit more swirl. Swirl is like a swirly, like, modulation in the reverb, if you're wondering. And I'm going to throw in a nice multi-tap, because I love the multi-tap. If you see my Electra X tutorials, you know I love the multi-tap. So we'll go to a rise and fall, and we'll detune about 30, and we'll have the time in a hole. Just look at that. That's just not even trying to make a sound. I already made a sound. So, but I'm going to go to hollow, not format, hollow. And you got your hub here, just like Electrax, but you got more of these smart tunes, more of these psychoacoustic modes. Your limiter, which is new. Your punch for basses, your low cut EQ, and your high cut EQ. You can hide your keyboard, but don't do it in a lot of hosts, because sometimes it won't work and it'll kind of glitch up. You got your 64 polyphony, just like Electrax, and multi-mono, which is a dual kind of mono style, which is pretty awesome. You got your reset MIDI learn, which you can reset all the parameters for the MIDI. And the LFOs are the same as Ray Blaster, which is pretty cool. I like this. It's a lot more organized. You got your different shapes, your speed, your phase on how length is working, your BPM, your envelopes, your shape, just different shapes. Your retrigger. Every time you press a note, it'll restart. Um, your volume envelope, your stereo, unison, your glide, your pan, just the principles of everyday synthesizers. But you do have a bunch of different goodies. They give you just 129 different waves. It's just ridiculous. You'll be like exploring this synth for quite some time. And if that doesn't keep you occupied, they also have an additive spectral editor, which is the additive part of Nemesis. It's just crazy. You can create your own waveforms just by adding harmonics, and you know it's just great. Of course, it wouldn't be a Tone 2 synth without the resynthesis. You do have your resynthesis. You have your export wave, which is quite cool. Um, though I do not really think that that a lot of the times that you'll be really using this, because there's just, oh my god, there's a lot. So we just changed our sound, set it to the arpeggiator. Do we still have the gate on? Yeah, we do. So let's add the arpeggiator. Let's kind of make our little sequence. So we gotta. I'm not really gonna spend too much time on this, because this video is. I might actually even save this and throw it in our group. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. You can tie and everything with the arpeggiator, and yeah, just to save some time, I'm gonna save this real quick. Uh, I'll just call it fairies, and that will be available in our group on Facebook. So make sure you join our group. If you want to, if you want this patch, just join our group. And we'll give it to you. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted with some commotion going on, but anyway, this is one of the probably funnest synthesizers I played with. So let's go through some presets real quick. So Rainwoods. It's pretty nice. Mod Wheel does this. Opens the filter, it seems, but there's really no filter. And it uses Neo, FM, some effects, soft clipper, smart tune, psychoacoustic. It uses a bunch of different things. Cool. This is my favorite. That is just sick. Mass Effect. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The atmospheres are like for your films and just effects. It's really cool. If you make like down tempo music, you'd like this kind of stuff. Very moody. Moon critters. This uses the format. Cool. That's just amazing. I love that. Basses. Just your typical robotic. TH. Polister. Chiptune sounds, kind of a chippy sound, you know, like old video game consoles, like the uh the Nintendo stuff and can't really the Ataris and Sega stuff. If you're into chiptune music, Climax is one of my favorites. Droids are basically like talking basses. It's getting pretty popular in electro house, dubstep, neurofunk, and it's just pretty cool. Dubstep wobble. Blackbird's pretty cool. One of my favorites is it's around here somewhere. Brosteppa's pretty cool. My friend actually made this one, and he also made another one somewhere. This one. Shout out to Akira Complex for his wonderful sound design. This is pretty cool. This is just the drums. I like this snare right here. This snare is pretty sick. Effects. Bomber. Earthquake, if you want earthquake sounds in your music or film. A rising sun. Riser Supersaw, it's pretty cool. I and I. You're gated. Side gate, that's alternate states, pretty cool. Keys, somatic keys. Dance piano. Human keys. Glimpse of Light's pretty cool. Serenity keys. Leads. My favorite being Bright Neo is pretty cool. Dance floor. Just your basic, everyday, Super Saw style. Driven's pretty cool. I really like Dreamtime too. Vibrator. The organs are pretty cool. Sorry about my terrible keyboard. I don't have my MIDI controller with me at the moment. These are pads. I love pads. I'm a big fan. That is really cool. Bliss. This is some of Bastian Nord's stuff, the BN. He does some wonderful stuff. He works at Tone 2. Iron Fields. Magic Sword. Paradise Lost. Yeah, just a bunch of different things. These are just plucks. How much battery power do I have left? I'm good. glassy, which is pretty cool. Heaven. A lot of down-tempo music sounds in here. I'm surprised. So real, like, FM piano. Basically real stuff being remade in a synthesizer. Orchestra. Sequences, mine being Instant Acid. I love this preset. It's like a futuristic 303 on steroids. That is cool. The Carpenter. Yeah, sequences are pretty fun. Stacked. I also like this chord play 90s. Modern thirds. And Test Glide Pad. Synths. New Hoover. A Morphoria. Cool, it's like a lead and a pad in one. A Ponji. Kind of sounds like some like movie credit effect. Old to new. Oh, sorry I haven't really been doing the mod wheel. Just kind of got lost in kind of my explanation and descriptions of the and my my personal thoughts on the different patches here. Kind of gives it a tremolo. Format Fogus. That's pretty cool. Sundown. I like that. That's pretty cool. And they give you 10 plates to learn how to use Nemesis to your liking. Wavetable, Transgate, Plucked. Just a ton of different things. These are vintage sounds. Casual. I like that. That's really pretty. Daybreak. There's plenty of GX7 and 10 and all those synths patches remade here. And, you know, my only commentary about this is just FM synthesizers were so hard to program about 20 years ago that you had to hire somebody to do this for you. Now look at Nemesis. It is cake to make music and sounds and be inspired. Digital Dream. Interference. I like that. Spooky Choir. Not my cup of tea, but I like it. I like it for what it is, but I wouldn't really use it. It's quite nice. And yeah, that's basically my run through of Nemesis. You get Neo FM synthesis. You get your FM PM, your wave shape, your wavetable, your format, your phase distortion, your PWM, your ring mod, reso, and additive. And if I didn't cover anything that you wanted me to cover in this, please let me know. And I will make tutorials on everything. Like everything about the synthesizer, the back, the front. I'll even make a tutorial on, you know, just all these are going to be tutorials. And not all the waves, sadly, but all the way to use these waves. And, of course, sound design and different techniques I use and others use to make their sounds. And I'm not just a go-getter. I don't just show you massive basses and how to recreate a wobble. I show you things that have never been done before. I show you things like plucks, piano keys, glittery effects, uh, glowing glowing pads. I show you all kinds of things that you should know, and send all these tutorials that are about basses. And of course, I'll be doing basses as well. And I got a couple basses planned for Electrax that I will be showing pretty soon. And thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe. It was nice going through this beauty with you guys. And please stay tuned.